Okay guys, this is CPC Bus Scenario 5 Ciara. This is the online multiple choice Kahoot test 1. CPC Bus Scenario 5 Ciara, and it's the test 1. What effect does a loaded bus have on braking distance? A loaded bus is heavier, so it increases the distance to stop. Okay, so it increases the braking distance. Okay, it's about the momentum. The momentum increases, so it increases the braking distance. True or false, 90 kilometers an hour is the maximum legal speed limit on a motorway. No, it's 100, isn't it? You should know a single-decker bus maximum speed is 100 on a motorway or a dual carriageway built to motorway standards. I rang RSA and they told me that all dual carriageways are built to motorway standards, so there you go. What is the weight difference? What can the weight difference be between an unladen bus, an empty bus, and a fully laden bus? The RSA say the difference can be as much as 7 tons. Did the passenger make a formal complaint about the crosswinds? No. They made a formal complaint about the driving, about Ciara. You'd know that if you read the scenario correctly. Where did she leave the unattended bag? Ciara left the unattended bag. If you read the scenario, she didn't leave it in the location she found it. She didn't leave it with the guarder. She left it with the ticket agent. She certainly didn't leave it at the side of the road. That would be very unprofessional. What should Ciara do to help visually impaired people or the visually impaired person? Offer a coffee. I don't have to drink coffee. I doubt she has coffee with her. Offer help, certainly. Grab the person by the arm and put them in the seat. Certainly not. The person has rights. You can't just go and grab someone, even if you mean well. Take his cane and put it in the luggage area. Taking the cane away from someone who's visually impaired would be a very bad thing. You can always offer help. You don't just give it, assuming that they need your help, but always offer help. Was Ciara correct to drive the motorway at 90k? Yeah. She can drive up to 100, but 90 is fine. It was a fully seated bus. What are the effects of crosswinds on buses? Crosswinds have a severe effect. If they're high winds, it can have a severe effect on a bus. They can push you right into the other lane if you're not careful. And the light of the vehicle, i.e. an empty truck or an empty bus, makes it harder to control. So they can cause the bus to veer off course. What did Ciara assume about the visually impaired person? Assume the destination was the same as usual. Assume they wanted to go shopping. Assume they had to use the bathroom. Assume they wanted a tea break. Again, if you read the scenario, it's right there, and I know I keep repeating this, but the scenario will be on the screen the whole time. And I've had people, English isn't their first or even their second language. I've had people learning difficulties, dyslexia. If you can read to a 9-10-year-old level, then you're going to be fine, okay? I've never had anyone run out of time. And I've put dozens and dozens and dozens of students through the CPC. What was the coach equipped with? Was a coach equipped with a toilet? Possibly. TV system? Possibly. A recliner seating system? Possibly. A kneeling hydraulic system? Yes. Because that is mentioned in the scenario. What is the impact of overloading Ciara's bus? It's dangerous. It makes it unstable. So they're unstable. It will increase fuel consumption. It will make the bus unstable. And yes, it does have an impact. Ciara was correct to call the guarder. As a bus driver or as a driver, a professional driver, if you feel unsafe or you're not sure about a particular situation, yes, ask for help. Don't put yourself in danger's way. What is the minimum rest an international driver must have before starting his journey? An international driver can drive 12 consecutive days. Consecutive is one after the other, instead of the normal 6 consecutive days. So to be within the remit, to be legal within the tachograph legislation, if you're going to drive for 12 days on the trot, you must take a full weekly rest before you start. A full weekly rest is 45 hours. An international driver is someone that drives from another country and stays there overnight. If you're driving the south of Ireland and drive up to Belfast, which technically is the UK, and you drive back on the same day, you are not an international driver. You must stay overnight in that country. How many consecutive days may an international bus driver drive? I just said that. It's 12 days. Where a normal driver, 6 days. What did some of the passengers do after they were jostled because the bus went around the corner too fast? They made a formal complaint. They gave out to the driver, called the RSA, had a smoke. They made a formal complaint, didn't they? True or false, should the luggage apartment be locked when going for a comfort break? Absolutely. It should be locked all the time unless you're actually accessing luggage. So yes, it most certainly should be locked. What is the inner swept area of a bus? The swept area is the turning circle. You have the inner turning circle and you have the outer turning circle. The maximum inner turning circle for a bus is 5.3 meters. What brake should you use on long descents? Hopefully you'll know it's the endurance or the retarder brake. It's the same thing. Two different terms for the same brake. What training did Ciara need to move luggage? If you are lifting, pushing, pulling, carrying, you need manual handling training. Why did some passengers make a formal complaint about Ciara? She turned sharp to the left, causing bags to fall. She just ignores passengers completely. She should have shouted and abused them. She threw their luggage inappropriately. Well, she turned sharply, causing the bags to fall. Again, you can just read that on the scenario. The scenario will be on the screen the whole time.